Hi, I'm Kirk Evans, president of U.S. LawShield. We're here today to talk about a recent decision from the Supreme Court of New York holding that their red flag law was unconstitutional. So we're going to talk about three things in this video. The first is we're going to discuss just briefly what red flag laws are. And second, we're going to explore what this decision said, and then look at the implications for New York and around the country. So first, what are red flag laws? Many states have enacted what are called red flag laws or extreme risk protection orders. And just generally, those laws allow a court to take away someone's firearms fairly quickly and fairly expeditiously if they are deemed to be a danger to themselves or others. So in New York, their Supreme Court ruled that their red flag law was unconstitutional. The judge there looked at other laws in the state where someone's liberties could be taken away. And for example, someone there can be committed to a mental hospital against their will if they were shown to be a danger to themselves or others, which is similar wording to their red flag laws. But the judge said, hey, when you're going to put someone in a mental institution, you have to have that backed up by not one, but just two physicians who have to establish that that person is a danger to themselves or others. But in the red flag law context, all you do is have to have the accusations of a police officer or potentially other lay persons. And the judge said, hey, why do we have this stricter standard for one rule, but not strict standard for another rule? And then the judge also looked at other places where someone's liberties were at stake and found cases where the person was entitled to a right to counsel or entitled to a full jury trial, but said, hey, why don't we have that with these red flag laws? And he said, no, you need to have all these protections before you can take away the firearms of someone. And therefore, he ruled that the New York red flag laws were unconstitutional. Now, the most important part here is, what does this mean? So the big kicker is, in New York, the Supreme Court is not the Supreme Court, not the lead court in the state. The Supreme Court is just the trial court division. The Court of Appeals in New York is the highest court in the state. So this decision, while interesting, has no precedential impact whatsoever on the other courts in the state of New York, and certainly not on any other court around the United States. So folks in New York, this has no precedential impact, does not mean that you are not subject to red flag laws. Another court can look at this case and go, okay, I like the reasoning, I'm going to follow it, but it is not bound by this decision, nor are the courts in any other states. So while interesting, this case does not impact virtually any other person who might be subject to a red flag law in the United States. Thanks for watching this video. For more information, go to uslawshield.com.